Chapter 12. Edward did not have much time to sever the light, for the dog suddenly appeared above him, dark and shaggy, blocking his view. Edward was pulled out of the rubbish by his ears dropped and then picked up again, this time around the middle, and shaken back and forth with a great deal of ferocity. The little dog growled deep in its throat, and then dropped Edward again and looked him in its eye. Edward stared back. "Hey, get out of here, you dog! It was Ernest, king of rubbish, and therefore king of the world." The dog grabbed Edward by his pink dress and took off running. That's mine! All rubbish is mine!" Ernest shouted. "You come back here!" But the little dog did not stop. The sun was shining and Edward felt exhilarated, who, having known him before, would have thought that he could be so happy now, crusted over with rubbish, wearing a dress held in the slobbery mouth of a dog, and being chased by a madman. But he was happy. The dog ran and ran until they reached a railway. They crossed over the track, and there, under beneath a scraggly tree, in a circle of bushes, Edward was dropped in front of a large pair of feet. The dog began to bark. Edward looked up and saw that the feet were attached to an enormous man with a long dark beard. "What's this, Lucy?" said the man. He bent and picked him up. He held him firmly around the middle. "Lucy," said the man, "I know how much you enjoy rabbit pie." Lucy barked. Yes, I know rabbit pie is a true delightful one, a pleasure of existence." Lucy let out a hopeful yip. "And what do you have there? What you have so graciously delivered to me is definitely a rabbit, but the best chef in the world would be hard-pressed to make him into a pie." Lucy growled. "This rabbit is made of china, girl." The man held Edward closer to him. They looked each other in the eye. "You're made of china, aren't you, Melon?" He gave Edward a playful shake. "You're some child toy, am I right? And you have separated somehow from the child who loves you." Edward felt again the sharp pain in its chest. He thought of Evelyn. He saw the path leading up to the house on Egypt Street. He saw the dusk descending and Evelyn running towards him. Yes, Evelyn had loved him. "So Melon," said the man. He cleared his throat. "You're lost. That is my guess. Lucy and I are lost too." At the sound of her name, Lucy let out another yip. "Perhaps," said the man, "you would like to be lost with us. I have found it much more agreeable to be lost in the company of others. My name is Bull. Lucy, as you may have surmised, is my dog. Would you care to join us?" Bull waited for a moment, staring at Edward, and then, with his hand still firmly around Edward's waist, the man reached one enormous finger up and touched Edward's head from behind. He pushed it so it looks as if Edward were nodding his head in agreement. And so it was that Edward took to the road with the tramp and his dog.